Kyla Pockner her first. 3/4 court, Langford to throw it in. I'm not sure how we lost you there. It shows a full connection here from this end. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Kyla Pockner. The Beatdiggers with a 2-0 lead. 6:53 to go here in the opening quarter. 3/4 court, Tatalini bounces it in. Gets it into Bailey Link. Link, a junior, dribbling to her right. Picks up the dribble. He's got to look for somebody. Feeds it near the top to Langford. Baseball pass inside. Poked away. A foul from behind. And that is on Kyla Pockner. That's going to be her second. That means Molly Porteous will check into the game. So now to throw it in will be Tatalini. Down low to Langford. Misses the shot. She was wide open. And the rebound is pulled away by Kessinger of Akron. Beatdiggers still maintain a 2-0 lead. 6.5 to go here in the opening quarter. On the left baseline is Porteous with the basketball. Now on the outside right, here's Kessinger all the way, puts it up, right baseline, misses, gets the rebound, banks, and scores. Kessinger has tied the game for Akron at 2. The other way, here comes Langford, left-handed dribble, 6:15 to go, and the ball is off the hands of Janessa Shook on the pass intended for Tatalini in the corner. And to throw it in will be Langford, 3/4 court, deadlocked at 2. Here is Cashlyn Tatalini dribbling near the top. It's a 2-3 defense here for Akron. Right wing 3, Langford, and she hit nothing but glass. A bad miss, and Kessinger grabs a rebound and then traveled. Akron with 2 turnovers. Kessinger with 3 boards, the Beatdiggers to throw it in. And checking into the game will be Braylon Rule for the first time, in for Carly Tatalini. Beatdiggers did advance to the playoffs last year, and they lost in the quarterfinals. There's the bounce pass to Langford, down low, double team. Cross-court bounce pass to Tatalini. Now right corner 3, up and good. And that is drilled by Braylon Rule. Fresh into the game, it's a 5-2 lead. With 5:50 to go in the opening quarter. Left baseline, Porteous is tied up there by Kinsey Grauer. So tied up by Grauer. And the ball belongs to Brush on the with that possession arrow pointing their way. And the Beatdiggers holding a 5-2 lead. Here's Cashlyn Tatalini, jump pass on the outside right. Another 3, Rule is off to the right. And the ball is grabbed by Rule. She bangs and scores. Braylon Rule followed her own shot and scored. She scored the last 5 points of the game. The lead is 5 for Brush. 7-2, 5:25 to go first quarter. Game number 2 for the Beatdiggers. They won their first against Weld Central. Off the hands of Kessinger and stolen at midcourt. Here's Cashlyn Tatalini by herself. She'll lay it up, and she missed it with the left hand. And the ball is out of bounds. It is off Akron, though. And checking back in is Pockner there with 2 fouls in for Molly Porteous. A thin bench for Akron. And to throw it in is Cashlyn Tatalini. Tatalini looking, still looking. Lobs it on the outside right. Langford fake, steps in, 15-footer. Hit nothing but glass again. She's had good looks and missed terribly. Kessinger grabs the rebound, and that is her 4th. And coming away is Kessinger, still in the front court, dribbling the basketball. On the outside left is Quincy Bosler into the paint. Bounce pass, right baseline, 5-footer air ball. That is missed. Shot missed by Shook, and Bailey Link grabs the rebound for Brush. Long pass over to Braylon Rule, right into the lane. Now here is dribbling into the lane is Bailey Link, and she traveled. She shuffled that back foot. It'll go back to Akron with the Beatdiggers up 7-2, 4:43 to go in the opening quarter, the first of 2 games to be played from Akron tonight. We'll be back with you a week from tonight in Yuma. In the backcourt, Kessinger beats the pressure. It's a 5-on-4. Kessinger, middle of the lane, pulls up. 12-footer is off the front of the rim. And the rebound is pulled on the left baseline by Shook. She resets to Kessinger straight away. 3 is up and in and out. And the rebound is controlled by Kinsey Grauer of Brush. Grauer, watch out from behind. Chasing her is Kyla Pockner, who's committed 2 fouls. Chest pass straight away to Cashlyn Tatalini. And a timeout called by Anthony Wilson. With 4:17 to go. Here in the first quarter, the Beatdiggers lead by a score of 7-2. We started about 15 minutes late because of the JV games. We're going to see that throughout the course of the year. And the JV being the boys, there's no girls game tonight outside of this varsity game. It's a 4-pack instead of a 6-pack from what I understand. Braylon Rule with 5 points in the game. The B-Digger timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Longtime sponsor. Thanks to Greg Mullen and State Farm Insurance for their patronage. 8-4-2-45-55. Three-quarters court. There's the inbounds pass to Tatalini. Tatalini on the outside right, guarded over there by Kyla Pochner. Cross-court pass is taken. Braylon Rule, long three, is front-rimmed, no. Kessinger with her 5th rebound already for Akron. And she takes it across midcourt. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. The B-Diggers lead Akron 7-2. Working off a pick, Kessinger nearly stripped, maintains the dribble. Right baseline all the way, the shot is up, and it's in off the glass. And that's made by Quincy Bosler. Perfect pass as Kessinger has the assist. 7-4, Brush. Cashlin Tatalini in the left corner for Langford. Langford kicks it back out to Rule, looking straight away. Cross-court pass is taken by Cashlin Tatalini. Double team now backing off as Pogner. Jump pass right into the lane to Link, straight away to Langford. Left-handed dribble, now the left wing pass. Down low for Link, kicks it back out to Tatalini. Langford fakes the three. Left corner, Carly Tatalini dribbling against Janessa Shook. Now into the lane to Link. She's triple teams, got to get rid of it. She still has to get rid of it. Inside to Langford. That ball's tipped away by Kessinger and off the backboard. Out of bounds, and Brush maintains the possession, but that was sloppy. And Grauer's in for Langford. And to throw it in will be Cashlin Tatalini. 7-4 Brush with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. To the left of the basket. Boy, it's warm in this gym, by the way. Really warm. There's the lob near the top. Terrible pass. It's intercepted over there by Kendall Velders. Second turnover for Brush. Kessinger is the tallest player on the court. She's also the point guard for Akron. Picks up the dribble, swings it back out to Bosler, who just scored. Against Carly Tatalini, left-handed dribble, spinning right to the free throw line. Picks it up. Now in the right corner, Shook. Down low, Kessinger turns, dribbles, fades, shoots, and scores on the right baseline. Kessinger from about 5 feet away. Akron's in a 4-0 run. The B-Digger lead is down to 1. 7-6, 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Grauer, right wing three, is off the left side of the rim. Kessinger has got her 6th rebound. The B-Diggers need to operate down low. They've taken lots of outside shots and missed them virtually all except the 3 made by Braylon Rule earlier. Bosler is going to hand it off to Shook. Shook with a basketball, and she traveled. 4th turnover for Akron. 2:23 remaining first quarter. And the B-Diggers with a 1-point advantage. They haven't scored in a few minutes. Cashlin on the outside right to Braylon Rule at the top now for Carly Tatalini. On the left wing to Grauer off the chest pass. Straight away, here's Rule on the right wing now to Tatalini. Bounce pass right baseline to Link. She is trapped over there. Has got to get rid of it somehow. She takes a dribble. Boy, she looks lost, completely lost, and now she's fouled. Looks like she got bailed out. I don't know why Pogner fouled her. That should be her 3rd. That's not a good foul. That's a terrible foul, in fact. She'll sit the rest of the opening half. And Molly Porteous will check back in. Langford is in for Cashlin Tatalini. Yeah, Link has got to get into the rhythm of the offense. Doesn't look comfortable out there, at least over the first 5.5 minutes. Right corner, Carly, 3 from the inbounds pass from Grauer, no good. And Kessinger has her 6th rebound already. She's going to be at the 20 rebound mark by the time we get to the end of this game. Shook is going to hand it off to Bosler against Carly Tatalini. Akron is looking for the lead. Lost control, gets it back. Then her entry pass is poked away by Grauer. Loose on the floor, picked up by Shook. Bosler, jump pass. Down low, Porteous puts up a shot, misses, and a foul on the left baseline. And I think Langford got her. And that'll be 2 free throws, and Langford commits her first foul. And Brush is completely out of rhythm offensively, that's for sure. And now defensively, Akron has scored the last 4 points, and Porteous with 2 free throws can put Akron on top. Free throw is up in the line. Drive is off the back of the rim. Second free throw upcoming. Here for Molly Porteous. That one is up, and that one is back rim. No. And the rebound to Kinsey Grauer. That's her 2nd. There's the outlet pass to Langford. Right-handed dribble into the front court on the outside right. Baseball pass poked away and saved beautifully. That's the error on Langford. 3rd turnover for Brush. Kessinger behind her back, right of the lane, into the lane. Her floater's up and short, and she tips it to a teammate, and it's retrieved over there by Shook. Now a long 3 is up and in, and that's drilled by Bosler. And Akron is now on a 7-0 run. The Rams lead the Bee Diggers 9-7. 1:03 to go in the first quarter. Langford straight away with the basketball. Maintains the dribble. On the outside right, Tatalini, right baseline, trapped, has to get rid of it. Bounce pass back out to Bailey Link in the right corner. Link picks up the dribble. Bounce pass back out to Grauer. Straight away, here's Langford. 47 seconds to go. Free throw line for Grauer. Dropped the ball. And there was a kicking violation against Kessinger. Bee Diggers catch another break and to throw it in for Brush. As Cashlin comes in for Bailey Link, will be Cashlin Tatalini. So to throw it in is Cashlin to Carly. Shot is up, missed, right baseline, tipped to Langford. Langford left baseline, her floater's up off the side of the backboard. And the rebound into the hands of Shook. She had no angle there. And coming away with the basketball now is Bosler. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Bee Diggers are down by 2. They have not scored in over 4.5 minutes. 9-7 Akron. With the ball is Kendall Velder. Bee Diggers in a man-to-man or player-to-player. There's a foul at the top of the key committed by Carly Tatalini. That's the team's third. Akron's committed 3 as well, all by the same player. Link will now check in. Lincoln for Carly Tatalini. 3/4 court. Velder to throw it in. 17.6 seconds to go to Bosler. Now in the left corner. Shook fakes the 3 straight away. Here's Bosler. Jump pass inside to Kessinger. Turns, shoots, and misses right baseline. And Langford tries to save it in. Cannot. Her right foot was on the line. Akron retains possession. And to throw it in will be Velder with 7.2 seconds remaining first quarter. Taps the basketball, looks, still looks. Lobs it near the top, intercepted by Cashlin. 4 seconds to go with 3. She'll go all the way, lay it up, and she missed it badly. Put back is up and in at the buzzer. Braylon Rule, she's the only offense for Brush. She is the only offense for Brush. She scored 7 of the 9 points. We played 8 minutes. It's Brush 9, Akron 9 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Sean Beltran back in Akron for the first of 2 games. The Bee Diggers and Akron Rams deadlocked at 9. Braylon Roll with 7 points for Brush. Quincy Bosler 5 for Akron, 4 points and 6 rebounds for Addie Kessinger. Akron with the ball to begin the second quarter. On the outside right, Shook. Near the top now to Velder on the high right. Dribbling right baseline is Kessinger. They only go 6 deep. Back out to Velder. Drops the ball, picks it up. Jump pass in the right corner for Kessinger. Lob down low. Into the lane. Back out to Kessinger off the feet from Bosler. Maintains the dribble. Now Bosler fakes the 3. Left-handed dribble in the lane. Puts up a wild shot. Misses, but a foul. And I think that was on Braylon Rule. And it was. Tried to scoop it up underhanded. The Bee Diggers have Grauer, Langford, Rule. And do we have both Tatalinis out there? Cashlin is out there. No, it's Bailey Link, and the free throw's up and in. Bosler now with 6. 6 of the 10 points for the Rams. The Bee Diggers had 3 turnovers in the opening quarter, missed a lot of shots. Second free throws up and back rimmed it. And the rebound is controlled by Shooker, 4th rebound. Kicks it back out to Kessinger, talented player. Akron lost to a very good Marino team. Jump pass, right wing, Shook. The 3 is a rainbow that hits nothing but air. And Langford has the ball on one hop. Second rebound for Langford. Keeley across midcourt at the top of the three-point circle. Maintains the dribble. Right wing to Cashlin. Long 3 is in. It rattles in for Cashlin Tatalini. She's got 5. And the Bee Diggers are back out on top. It's 12-10. Backcourt pressure. Into the front court is Bosler. On the left wing to Velder. Kicks it back out to Bosler. Guarded closely there by Cashlin Tatalini. Right baseline dribbling all the way is Kessinger. Little 7-footer air ball. Threw it to the other side, and here is Keeley Langford for Brush. Langford the other way on the high right. Picks it back up straight away. Long 3, Tatalini. Back rimmed it. That was a parking lot 3. And the rebound is controlled by Grauer. Grauer to Rule, and then she threw it right into the hands of an Akron Ram. The Bee Diggers with their 4th turnover. Bosler in control here. 6:28 to go, second quarter. It's Brush 12, Akron 10. Tatalini picks up Bosler at the top of the three-point circle. Jump pass. Kessinger in the lane, then lost control. And what do we have here? I guess it went off of Bee Digger. She lost control, but it went off of Link out of bounds. In fact, that ball's headed towards the concession stand. And to throw it in will be Velder of Akron. On the offensive end to the left of the basket. Link is right on top of her, trying to prevent a cheap pass. In the right corner, here's Shook. Shook dribbles against Tatalini. Bounce pass poked away, but taken right at the free throw line by Kessinger. Left wing, long three. Velder, good. Kendall Velder has put Akron back out on top. It's 13-12. 6:03 to go, second quarter. Langford, right-handed dribble on the right wing to Tatalini. In the right corner for Link. Link has got to do something. There's a left-handed dribble right of the lane, then traveled. I don't know what she's doing. Bailey does not look comfortable at all today. 5 turnovers for the Bee Diggers. And Akron calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Actually, we'll take a 30-second break. 5:56 to go before the break. It's Akron 13, Brush 12 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It'll be Akron ball with 5:53 to go before the break. Akron with a 13-12 lead. Cashin Tatalini guards Quincy Bosler working off a pick. In the right corner for Shook. Shook against Grauer, kicks it on the right wing to Bosler, holding the ball up high. Guarded by Tatalini. Cross-court pass to Velder, left corner for Shook. Penetrates left baseline, spins on Link. Backs it out over here to Molly Porteous. In the left corner here is Janessa Shook. And then Bosler lost control at the top, picks it back up. Now wide open left wing three is up and short. Missed by Shook. And the strong side rebound is controlled by Grauer. That's her fourth. Bee Diggers are doing a nice job on the boards outside of just trying to hold Kessinger off. But they're down by 1. Their shooting is the problem here. Langford guarded by Velder. Left-handed dribble towards the top of the three-point circle. Directing traffic. Swings it right side to Carly. Carly bounce pass to Link. Link right baseline. Kicks it back out to Carly. Carly in the lane. Dribbles by 2. Tripped up. That'll be a foul. I believe it's Velder, and it is. That'll be the 14th foul. The Bee Diggers also have 4 with an even 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Akron with a 13-12 lead in the first of 2 games. And Tatalini will throw it in. That's Cashlin to the left of the basket on the offensive end. Has Link open in the corner. Bounce pass inside, forced to Langford. She's double teamed. She's got to swing it back out to Grauer. At the top now for Tatalini. Yeah, just because you're closer to the basket doesn't mean it's a good pass. Grauer on the left wing to Langford. Fakes the 3, penetrates, spins. Back out to Link. Now here is Cashin Tatalini. Jump pass, free throw line. And there, I believe, is an offensive foul on the Bee Diggers. And this will be called an offensive foul on Grauer. And that's also a turnover. Brush is 6th. And Grauer's first. And the Rams will come the other way. The Bee Diggers did have a late bucket to tie the game at the end of 1-9-9. The offenses have been thin here in the second quarter. Kessinger in the right corner. Now the 3 is up by Velder off the back of the rim. And Shook had the ball. It's loose on the floor. And Langford tried to save it in, could not. Out of bounds. Akron has it. And to throw it in will be Kendall Velder. Again, they just go 6 deep. The Bee Diggers are a little bit deeper, but not much. On the outside, left is Shook. And then the pass towards the top, poked away by Tatalini in the backcourt, but it's saved in by Bosler. Now they're working on a 3-on-3. Kessinger, 15-footer, partially blocked, but a foul. Oh, man, you don't want to foul that far away. But Grauer did try to block it. She commits her second, and Coach Wilson might have to make a switch here. With a second foul on Grauer with 4:16 to go. This will be 2 free throws for Kessinger. And the first is up, and that rainbow is up and in. Kessinger now with 5, and here is Braylon Rule in for Kinsey Grauer. Rule had 7 points in the opening quarter. She has saved Brush offensively, considering they've only got 12 points as a team. 14-12 Akron. Second free throw is in the air by Kessinger. It's in and out, and the rebound to Rule. Braylon Rule with her second. There's the outlet to Langford. Langford into the front court to the outside right. Nice dribble, but then lost the ball out of bounds, trying to penetrate towards the right baseline, and that is turnover number 7. Well, the Bee Diggers again in an offensive slump. Under 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Shook on the left wing, back out to Porteous. Now here's Bosler. Bosler against Cashin Tatalini. Tatalini goes to the floor. No whistle. Jump pass to Kessinger. Puts up a wild shot and misses. A two-handed shot. The rebound to Link. And Link looked like she double dribbled, but no whistle. Link with a basketball into the backcourt. Now crossing the front court. Long 3 straight away. Tatalini is around and no good. And Kessinger grabs her 7th rebound. She's probably got to stand at about 5'11 or 6 feet. She's tall. And then she dribbles the ball off her foot out of bounds just beyond midcourt. Too much dribbling there for Kessinger. It's only Akron's first turnover of the quarter and the 6th of the game. The Bee Diggers have committed 7. Down 14-12 is Brush. 3:28 to go, second quarter. Cashlin into the lane to Keely Langford, and she was tied up immediately. Possession arrow Brush. Yeah, that's the thing. Again, just because you're closer to the basket than other players doesn't mean that's the pass you want to make. It's all based on spacing. And she was already teamed up right there. Carly inbounds to Langford. Langford on the left wing. Bounce pass down low for Cashin. Double team straight away. Braylon roll 3. Bricked it. Nothing but the glass on the right side into the hands of Basler. The Bee Diggers shooting is not very good. They're going to have to operate down low. They've got no inside game so far. It's a lot of the perimeter shots. Right wing, Velder 3. Good. She was wide open. Her second triple of the quarter. She's outscored Brush by herself in this quarter, 6-3. And Akron leads 17-12. Rule, right baseline to Langford. Langford had the ball stripped away, got it back, and then she's fouled. That'll be team foul number 5 against Akron. And that one committed by Basler. That's her first. And 3/4 court in front of the Akron bench. Langford to trigger it in. Swings a baseball pass to Cashlin Tatalini. And again, a 2-3 here. Jump pass, free throw line. Link all the way. Penetrates and scores off the glass. Now that's the way to get into the rhythm of the offense. Why she made a quick decision. That's Bailey Link's game to the rack. 17-14. That stops an extensive run there for the Akron Rams. Interior pass to Basler. Misses the shot. Ball is loose. Picked up by Shook at the free throw line. Resetting the offense. Kessinger right baseline traveled. Akron now with 7 turnovers, matching Brush's total. 2:23 to go, second quarter. Yeah, this was, I believe, about a 7-0 run before that bucket was made by Bailey Link. Bee Diggers with a substitution. It's Lake Grauer, Carly Tatalini, Langford, and Braylon Rule. On the high right, here is Braylon Rule, jump pass to Carly. On the left wing, Keely Langford fakes the 3, left-handed dribble. Had a defender in the air, now double team, bounces it back out to Bailey Link. Left corner, Langford. She was open for a second, working off a pick. Dribbles to her right on the left wing. Straight away, chest pass to Rule, and then she threw it into the hands of Quincy Basler. Basler with a 1-on-3, tries to force up a shot, and she misses off the bottom of the backboard. The rebound to Link. Wide open was Tatalini for a second. Now she gets the ball on the right baseline. Looked like a foul. Defensive foul, an offensive foul. Oh, I don't know about that. That's going to be her third foul. Not sure about that. Anyway, here's Cashin Tatalini. So Carly's done until the third quarter with just over 100 seconds to go in the second. 17-14 Akron. Lob in the backcourt to Basler. Now Kessinger. They beat the press easily. Kessinger dribbling by another Bee Digger. Bounce pass right corner. Velder, another 3 off the back of the rim. She's fouled by Link. She is fouled by Link, who contested the three-pointer. And that'll be 3 free throws here for Kendall Velder. And Akron can extend it to a 6-point lead if she makes all 3. And the first free throw by Velder is around and good. She's got 7 points all in the quarter. She's outscored Brush in this quarter all by herself. Second free throw's upcoming. The Rams lead by 4. And the Rams now lead by 5. And now all of a sudden, Velder is the leading scorer in the game, just off of 2 threes and 2 free throws. Will she make it 3 for 3 for a 6-point lead? Yes. Akron 20, Brush 14. 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. Cashlin Tatalini, left baseline, double team, jump pass, throws it in the backcourt. That's a violation against Brush. 7 turnovers in the quarter. This has been Brush's problem for years. Committing way too many turnovers. In fact, they have 7 turnovers in a quarter and just 5 points. And a timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. 842-4555. And even 60 seconds to go. And the Bee Diggers are in a significant hole, down 20-14. They led through much of the first quarter, but no success here in the second. I mean, they're just going to have to, if they can get Kessinger into foul trouble, that would help. They need to get her into foul trouble. Well, we'll see what Coach Wilson draws up here. Not playing well on the Bee Diggers in this second quarter. They have been outscored 11-5, which is not bad. But they're down by 6. And Akron has the ball. Janessa Shook to throw it in. Clock says 1:25. I didn't think that was the right time. All right. I guess it was. All right. Bounce pass, free throw line for Kessinger. Dribbles by 2. Looked like a travel. And there you go. Yeah, you can't force it up like that. This isn't football. 8 turnovers for Akron. Yeah, she's tall. She's talented, but the Brush defense was there, and she tried to force everything. Down to 1:11 to go in the second quarter. Cashlin Tatalini chest pass on the outside right to Grauer, working off a pick, picks up the dribble, cross court left wing to Langford. Langford dribbles to her right, maintains her dribble. No look pass at the free throw line, but Link dropped it, picked it back up, and then she was tied up. Possession arrow, Akron. Good pass here to Link, but she didn't look it in. And again, the Bee Diggers just are not handling the basketball well in this quarter. Still trail by 6. I don't know if Akron is going to work for the final shot. Too much time. There's 51 seconds to go. Shook on the high right with the basketball. At the top for Bosler. Jump pass to Kessinger. Free throw line. Jump pass straight away to Bosler. Free throw line for Kessinger. In the right corner for Velder. She's guarded. Now Shook. Down low. Kessinger dribbles. Turns. Kicks it back out to Velder. Right corner chest pass to Bosler. Inside to Kessinger. Misses a 2-footer. She comes back up with it, and then she is tied up. Nice defense by Brush. Grauer was right there. The Bee Diggers have 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Cashin Tatalini at the top. Gets a pick from Langford. Maintains a dribble. Cross-court pass to Rule in the right corner for Link. Link has to make a quick decision. Takes the 3. Misses it badly. But the rebound is pulled away by Tatalini. Langford 3 is off the back of the rim. And that is Bosler with a rebound. Down to 8 seconds to go. Velder, jump pass to Shook. Shook all the way. Banks and scores. Oh, man, Janessa Shook. And the Bee Diggers are going to run out of time. And that's a big quarter for the Akron Rams, outscoring the Bee Diggers 13-5. We'll take a 3-minute break. With the score, Akron 22, Brush 14 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, the Bee Diggers are going to have to be in rally mode. They trail 22-14 as we head to the third quarter. I'm John Beltran, live from Akron High School. Cashlin Tatalini, Carly Tatalini, Kinsey Grauer, Bailey Link, and Keely Langford for Brush. Janessa Shook, Quincy Bosler, Kendall Velder, who had a huge second quarter with 9 points, along with Kyla Pockner with 3 fouls, and Addie Kessinger. Akron has the basketball. On the high left is Shook in the right corner. Pass to Velder. Teamed up by Grauer. Jump pass in the lane to Kessinger. Right corner for Pockner. Chest pass straight away. Bosler down low. Kessinger turns, dribbles, shoots, and misses. Got nothing but glass. And the rebound controlled by Kinsey Grauer, her 5th. On the outlet to Langford. Left-handed dribble into the front court. On the high left, maintains the dribble. Swings it cross court to Cashin Tatalini. Parking lot 3, and that's off the back of the rim. That is about 22 feet away. And the rebound to Janessa Shook. That is her 6th. Again, the Bee Diggers doing nothing down low. Kessinger underneath the basket, powers, banks, and scores. She just bodied up and drove all the way to the basket against Langford, but she's got the size on every player. Kessinger now with 7. The lead is 10 for the Rams. In the right corner, Link swings it back out to Langford on the high right. Maintains a left-handed dribble. Langford at the top, left side over to Carly Tatalini, misses the 3. Kessinger grabs her 9th rebound. And Akron is in firm control in this game. This is now a 10-2 run. Left corner for Velder. And then had the ball stripped away nicely by Tatalini. Fouled in the backcourt. Nice defense by Cashlin. And the foul was committed by Kendall Velder, her 2nd. But can the B-Diggers convert the defense into offense? Right now they have nothing offensively. They scored just 5 points in the second quarter. Have not scored in the first almost 90 seconds of this quarter. Link three, good! Bailey Link on the left wing nails the triple. Boy, they're going to need those because they can't operate down low. Akron 24, Brush 17. Second triple by the B-Diggers. Braylon Rule had one in the first quarter. And then the ball is stripped away near midcourt, or near the free throw line, I should say. But we do have a whistle and a foul. And I think that was committed by, was it Akron? Was it Bosler? I think it was. That'll be a turnover as well. Bosler with her second as she got sloppy with the ball near the free throw line. Carly the other way. At the top, swings it left side to Cashlin, fakes the three, left-handed dribble, swings it back out to Langford. On the left wing, Bailey Link dribbles to her right, at the top of the three-point circle, left wing, three, Carly Tattalini air ball, but Keely Langford chases it down in the corner, and then her pass to the top is intercepted by Velder. Velder all the way lays it up too strong, but she's fouled hard by Cashlin Tattalini. Cashlin commits just her second. Nope, her first. I thought it was her first, but it said two on the board. Then they corrected it. Belder to shoot two. Free throw by Velder is in. She's too good for the line. She's 4 of 4. And she is the first player in double figures. She's got 10 in the game. Second free throw is coming up for Velder, and that's short. Rebound to Carly Tattalini, her first. There's the outlet to Cashin. Cashin all the way, lays it up left hand, missed it. She's missed a few layups in this game. Kessinger with a rebound. The B-Diggers commit the foul. Yeah, Brush has committed 2 fouls in this quarter that don't make any sense, and that was awful. That's the 4th foul by Carly Tattalini. There was no reason for that whatsoever. She's going to have to be taken out in favor of Braylon Rule. Brush down 25-17, 5:43 to go, third quarter. Left-handed dribble for Bosler against Carly Tattalini. She's going to back off or she'll be disqualified with her 5th foul. Entry pass for Kessinger, double team. Back out Velder. Right wing three is around and no good. Rebound Kessinger goes back up and scores, and a foul on Kinsey Grauer. Boy, Addie Kessinger is too good. 7 points and 11 rebounds, and the Rams lead by 10. How good is Marino? Because they beat Akron in their first game of the year. Carly is out and Braylon Rule is in. Addie Kessinger will be a force to deal with all season for the Akron Rams. Trying to make it an 11-point lead, and she does. 28-17. The B-Diggers are in significant trouble. This is now a 14-3 run on the out, dating back to the second quarter, by the way. Make it a 14-5 run. Langford penetrates left baseline, 10-foot pull-up foul as she missed. Threw up an air ball, and the foul was on Janessa Shook. We've seen really not logical fouls on both sides in this third quarter. You're fouling a jump shooter who's yet to score in the game. And now Langford to shoot two. Her first free throw is in the air, and that one is in. Nothing but string for the junior. The B-Digger deficit is 10. 28-18, just past the top of the hour, 7:02 Mountain Time. This is 10-10 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley. Second free throw is no good, in and out. Rebound number 12 for Kessinger. Right-handed dribble across the timeline against Bailey Link. Lobs it down low, poked out of bounds by Tattalini. That's Cashlin intended for Quincy Bosler. Pockner to throw it in. Pockner looking, still looking. And then the bounce pass goes through everybody, but I think Cashlin might have pushed off. That'll be a foul on Cashlin Tattalini. And that will be her third, make it her second. Second foul. The B-Diggers have committed 14 fouls. We've only played 2:38 here in this quarter. We're going to have lots of free throws if these teams don't get disciplined defensively. Pockner to throw it in, still looking. Lobs it near the top to Bosler into the paint. Hooks it up and throws up an air ball, but it's retrieved by Pockner. Akron resets. Kessinger against Bailey Link. Crossover dribble, puts up a floater. 5-footer missed. Ball is tipped around, and Braylon Rule lets it go out of bounds off of Akron. Amaya Bruno is in for Brush. The Bay Diggers need some sort of offense. After 9 points in the first quarter, they had 5 in the second. They've scored 4 points in the first 3 minutes of the third. Bruno on the high left in the corner for Langford, poked out of bounds by Shook. The Bay Diggers looking to generate some rhythm offensively. Langford in the left corner to throw it in. Gets it into Cashin Tatalini. A 2-3 once again being played by Akron. Tatalini bounce pass in a lane for Link. Link hooks it up and scores! What a shot off the glass. Somehow she got it around Kessinger. Bailey Link now with 7. Tied with Braylon Rule for the most points for the Bee Diggers. But they trail 28-20. Lob to Kessinger. Down low, puts it up, and off the back of the rim, no. And the rebound is controlled by Lincoln. Link then traveled. Yep, she did. Or was she fouled? That's a good job. That's a good call. I thought she was pushed. Pushed by Pockner. That'll be her 4th. Yeah, the one thing Bailey should have done, though, is just get rid of it quickly. You're in the backcourt. You've just rebounded. Run. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Akron 28, Brush 20 in the first of 2. Cashin Tatalini. Now to Maya Bruno on the high right, straight away to Link. Link now to Braylon Rule, puts up 15-footer right wing, no good. And Addie Kessinger has grabbed her 13th rebound for Akron. Into the front court is Shook, and now we have a timeout called by Akron. It'll be a 30-second timeout, but we'll take a 30-second with them. Akron leads by 8 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Akron with the basketball, leading 28-20. The inbounds pass to Bowser near the timeline against Cashin Tatalini. Left-handed dribble, bounce pass at the free throw line for Shook. Shook against Grauer, looking, still looking, looked like an offensive foul as Cashin went to the floor, guarded against Bowser. Bowser all the way, scoops it up, missed the layup. And the rebound to Cashin Tatalini. The Bee Diggers should have gotten a call go the other way. Here's Tatalini, right to the lane, kicks it right corner. Grauer fakes the 3, dribbles, and then we've got a whistle and a double dribble. Yep, that's a good call. She did double dribble there. 12th turnover, make it 13 for Brush. 10 for Akron. She had a wide open lane, but somehow picked up the dribble and dribbled again. Here come the Rams the other way. They've led by as many as 11. In fact, they haven't scored in a couple of minutes. It was 28-17. Here's Janessa Shook, left of the lane, back out to Velder, straight away to Bosler. Dribble the ball off her foot, and it's going to be picked up here by Braylon Rule. She'll bank and score. It went in the backcourt. Braylon Rule takes advantage of the turnover. She's got 9. The Bee Diggers are down by 6. 28-22. 3:12 to go in the third. Straight away, here's Shook. On the outside, right to Bosler. Down low, Kessinger, right baseline. Spinning on the defender. Now to Bosler. Kessinger, right baseline against Link. Inside to Bosler. Banks in. Rattles around and in. Kessinger with the assist. Bosler with a bucket. The lead is back up to 8. 30-22. 2:49 to go, third quarter. On the outside left, here is Kinsey Grauer. Behind her back, kicks it in the left corner for Bailey Link. Link dribbles to her right, gets a pick from Grauer. Wants to shoot a 3, bodied up by Shook. In the left corner, Grauer penetrates all the way, puts it up, and reverse layup, missed it. Rebound, Tatalini, and looked like she missed, and then up and in! Bruno scores and is fouled. The Bee Diggers aggressive on the boards, and the foul was committed by Kessinger. That's only her first. Brush hitting the boards hard and scoring from the inside. The lead is down to 6. Bruno can make it 5 with 2.5 to go. And Bosler is out. Molly Porteous is back in. Again, only 6 deep here for Akron. Free throw for Bruno is up, and that is in. But Bruno clearly went across the line. That's a lane violation. Lane violation on Amaya Bruno. And Pockner is now out. Into the game is Bosler. That was quick. Bee Diggers apply the pressure in the backcourt. Kessinger to throw it in. There's the lob in the backcourt. It's loose, but it's picked up by Bosler. Here's Shook, a 3-on-2. Bounce pass to Porteous, and then her pass is poked away out of bounds off Langford. The Bee Diggers couldn't control it. That ball was pinballed around there, and Brush could not control it. Akron to throw it into the front court. And Velder to throw it in to the left of the basket. Velder looking, bounce pass inside, forced, and Kessinger is on the floor there. She picks it up there with Link in front of her. Now the three by Velder is off the back of the rim, but the rebound to Porteous. Porteous then stepped on the baseline. That left foot was on the baseline after she grabbed the rebound. And Akron doesn't press because you press with only 6 players, you're going to get tired quick. Here is Braylon Rule straight away, 3. That's an air ball. Out of bounds. That went well underneath the net. She just pulled up like Steph Curry and missed it badly. And Kessinger to trigger it in the backcourt. Lobs it backcourt for Bosler. Bosler across the timeline. Bosler near the top, left-handed dribble. Swings it to Kessinger. Kessinger has 13 rebounds in the game to go along with 8 points. Bosler calling out the play beyond midcourt, guarded by Grauer. Dribbles by Grauer. Dribbles by another defender. 12-foot pull-up. Back rim, no. And the ball is loose. It's still loose. It's going to be picked up over there by Janessa Shook. That's her 7th rebound. They will reset. Backpedaling towards the timeline is Kessinger. And then she lost the ball and got it back off of Link. Right baseline. Bosler, 10-footer, no good. And then Langford fouled over the back. Janessa Shook with her 2nd foul. That's the team 6th. Cashlyn Tatalini will check in. 90 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Premier Farm Credit, Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending. Roll the other way, baseball pass, left wing for Bruno. Bruno with a right-handed dribble. Check that, that's Tatalini. Now then the entry pass intercepted by Kessinger and fouled at midcourt by Tatalini. Tatalini really had no option but to do something like that to prevent what could have been another pass for a layup. Now it's going to see if it's a breakaway or an intentional foul. I'm not sure. 2 officials are discussing it right now with the Bee Diggers trailing by 6 with 1:16 to go. I don't think it was intentional. Let's see what the call is. Oh, an offensive foul. Check that. Wow. I think the Bee Diggers got a break there. Well, the turnover now goes to Akron. No foul on Tatalini. Boy, I don't know how that was called. I think the Bee Diggers got a huge break there. I mean, Tatalini was clearly moving, but they're going to say she pushed off. And you can be moving if somebody pushes off. Yeah, Akron not happy about that, but hey, I don't blame them. On the outside right is Grauer with the left-handed dribble for Kessinger. That's her 2nd foul. At the top now, here's Bailey Link into the lane. She's going to kick it back out. The right wing 3 Rule is off the front of the rim. And the rebound controlled by Molly Porteous of Akron. But the pass in the backcourt stolen by Tatalini. Fouled. Cashlyn to the line. Beautiful play by Cashlyn Tatalini. And the foul is on Shook. That's her 3rd. Now you got to make your free throws. The Bee Diggers just 1 out of 3 from the line. They did not shoot a single free throw in the opening half. The Bee Diggers were down by as many as 11. We've got 58 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and this free throw's a line drive that's off to the left. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart at Western Engineering Consultants. 2nd free throw to make this a 5-point game for Cashlyn Tatalini. She bends, she shoots, and around and off to the right. Kessinger has grabbed her 14th rebound for Akron. And she will slow it down with 49 seconds to go. Picked up at midcourt by Link. Working off a pick from Shook. Retreat towards the timeline. Now dribbles to her right. Dribbles into the lane all the way. Puts it up off the glass and in. Little 5-footer for Kessinger. She has 10 in the game. She was virtually unimpeded. The lead is back up to 8. Long 3, Tatalini. Back rim, no. And Kessinger pulls away her 15th rebound in the game. 26 seconds to go. The lead is 8 for Akron. Shook into the front court. Double team. Maintains the left-handed dribble. Now picked up by Grauer. Works off a pick. Then had the ball stripped. Picks it back up. Swings it back out to Kessinger. Looks up at the clock with 13 seconds to go. Working on Langford. Near the top. Dribbles to her right. On the right wing. Right corner for Porteous with 6. Back out to Bosler. Into the paint. Bosler is trapped. 3 seconds to go. Bounce pass inside. Banking and scoring is Janessa Shook. Beating the Bee Digger defense for the 2nd time in as many quarters. And the Rams now lead 34-24. A 1-minute break after 3 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, the Beat Diggers have some work to do as we head to the fourth quarter, the first of 2. The Akron girls lead 34-24. They outscored Brush 12-10 in the quarter. Tatalini with a 3, and that's an air ball. And it's on the baseline, and Brush cannot shoot consistent in this game. 9 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 10 in the third. And right now they don't have an answer either for Addie Kessinger. She has got 10 points and 15 rebounds. Bosler in the backcourt, stripped by Cashin Tatalini. All the way, reverse layup is an air ball, picked up by Grauer. Grauer back out to Raylan Rule, misses a 10-footer. And then the rebound and a foul by the Beat Diggers in the backcourt. The rebound was grabbed by Pochner, and the foul is on Braylon Rule. Akron has committed 15 turnovers in the game. The Beat Diggers have 13, but their shooting is just not good. And they have no inside game right now. Janessa Shook across the timeline. Left-handed dribble. Jump pass is intercepted by Carly Tatalini. Tatalini with a 3-on-3. And then her pass goes all the way through everybody out of bounds. And there was too much traffic there. Way too much traffic. And this is clearly early season jitters, I guess, or just they're being mismatched here. But you got to find an inside game for Brush, and they have none right now. On the high right is Bosler, guarded closely by Tatalini. Bounce pass over to Shook. Shook dribbles to her right. The Beat Diggers have committed 16 fouls. The next one will send Akron to the line. Shook on the outside right to Bosler. Now to Kessinger. 10-footer, yes. Near that right baseline for Kessinger. A rainbow shot. She's got 12 points in the game. It's Akron's biggest lead, 36-24. Grauer, left-handed dribble all the way, scoops it up off the glass, too strong. Kessinger with her 16th rebound. And the Rams right now have got firm control of the game behind the back into the front court. Man, Addie Kessinger is a special player, without a doubt. Shook dribbles towards the top, picks up the dribble. Shook is going to hand it off to Bosler. Bosler against Cashin Tatalini. Bounce pass on the outside right to Kessinger behind the three-point line. Guarded by Grauer. Left-handed dribble. Jump pass. Left corner for Shook. Takes a long 3. Good. Shook now has 7 points, and the Rams lead 39-24. Carly the other way. A defensive foul. That'll be 19 fouls against Akron. 1-and-1 situation. The foul's committed by Kendall Velder. Langford and Bruno back into the game for Bailey Link and Cashin Tatalini. A 9-0 run for Akron has given them firm control of this game. As Carly will now shoot the 1-and-1. And that's up and off the back of the rim. And the rebound is controlled by Bosler. Yeah, they're doing it all in this game. Janessa Shook with under 6 minutes to go. Left-handed dribble, feeds it back out to Velder. Penetrates left baseline, 10-foot floater is an air ball. Kinsey Grauer has the ball for Brush. That's her 6th rebound. Grauer with the left-handed dribble. Grauer at the top. Grauer looked like she turned the ball over. 15-footer, yes. No whistle there. That stops the run, but the Beat Diggers down 13. Entry pass is going to be kicked by Carly Tatalini. With 5:35 to go in the game, Advanced Agri Solutions, another outstanding sponsor of Morgan County Athletics. Pochner to throw it in. Lobs it left wing for Shook. Dribbles to her right against Braylon Rule. Works off a pick from Velder. On the outside right, Bosler lobs it right baseline for Shook. Now here's Kessinger. Left-handed dribble, jump pass over to Pochner. Back out to Velder. Left wing 3 in the air is short. And the rebound is into the hands of Pochner. Pochner back out towards Kessinger. Kessinger kicks it back out to Bosler near midcourt. We have 5:09 to go in the game. And there's what should have been a foul there. No whistle. Looked like Grauer was reaching in. And then Kessinger dribbles by Grauer. Right wing 3 is up and short. And the rebound is into the hands of Carly Tatalini. Tatalini the other way for Brush. Left of the lane. Tatalini's going to have to swing it back out to Langford. Takes a dribble. Left corner for Carly. Dribbles to her right. Kicks it straight away. Here's a straightaway 3 is up off to the right by Rule. and that's rebound number 17 for Addie Kessinger. 4:38 to go in the game, and Akron leads 39-26 in Akron. Their second game of the season, and there's a timeout with 4:31 to go. We'll take it with them. The Rams by 13 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Akron basketball, the Bee Diggers trail 39-26 with 4.5 to go in the game. Here is Janessa Shook against Cashlyn Tatalini. Dribbling on the left wing, bodied up by Tatalini, maintains the dribble, swings it back out to Kessinger. They're just spreading the ball out, and Bailey Link commits Brush's 16th foul. Bailey Link with her second, but you don't want to play the foul game here. You're down by so much. Just play solid defense. I mean, you've scored 26 points here in 28 minutes. The chances of winning this game are not impossible, but highly improbable. Pockner to throw it in. Bounce pass to Bosler against Keely Langford. Dribbles to her right. Gets a pick. Hands it off over there to Janessa Shook. Shook against Cashin Tatalini. Left-handed dribble. Spins at the free throw line. On the right wing to Kessinger. Left-handed dribble. Spins right of the lane. In the right corner for Shook. We have 4 minutes to go in the game. And nearly a strip. And Cashin went for it. On the floor is Cashin. And we have a tie-up. Possession arrow pointing to Akron. Nice defense. Tatalini's an excellent defender. The problem is not defense in this game. The problem is offense. Pockner to throw it in. 3/4 court to the left of the Akron bench. Lobs it on the right wing. Bosler penetrates right baseline. Entry pass on the bounce, and banking it in is Addie Kessinger. She's got 14 to go along with 17 rebounds. The lead is 15. 3:45 to go in the game. Langford inside to Cashin Tatalini in the lane. Has the shot blocked by Kessinger, and then Kessinger picks up the ball, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Carly. It'll go over to Akron. Yep, a rough outing here for the Bee Diggers tonight against these Akron Rams. There's the lob in the backcourt to Bosler. Maintains the dribble here against Langford, still in that backcourt. Bounce pass to Kessinger. She will cross midcourt, picked up by Bailey Link behind the back. Maintains the dribble. She's got to get rid of it. Picks up the dribble. Lob on the right side to Bosler. I'm impressed by this Akron team. Behind her back is Bosler. And then the pass is off of Janessa Shook's knee out of bounds. She tried to force it in along the right baseline. The Rams, though, have committed 17 turnovers to 14 for Brush, but they're shooting one heck of a lot better and lead by 15 with 3:13 to go in the game. Carly straight away on the high right to Kinsey Grauer. Left-handed dribble into the paint. Floats it up. Hit nothing but glass. Kessinger now has grabbed 19 rebounds in the game to go along with 14 points. Here's Janessa Shook against Cashin Tatalini. Maintains the dribble and then nearly stripped by Langford, but a foul. That's a foul on Langford. She would have had an easy layup. Keeley with her second. This will be the 1-and-1. 17 foul against Brush. Boys game set to start at about 7:40, 7:45. And now Janessa Shook, who has 7 points in the game, will attempt Akron's fourth free throw of the half, and she missed it back rimmed, and the ball is knocked out of bounds off Kessinger. And the Bee Diggers come the other way with 15 points to make up in less than 3 minutes. Here is Carly Tatalini at the top. The 2-3 maintained by Akron. Langford in the corner for Grauer. Straight away to Bailey Link. On the right wing, here is Cashin Tatalini. Jump pass to Langford on the left wing. Chest pass to Grauer. Right-handed dribble. Crossover dribble. Left of the lane. Forces it up and blocked over there by Kessinger. I'm not sure what she was trying to do. Shook comes away with a basketball. That's definitely no whistle. Then stolen by Grauer. She lays it up and in. Nice job. Grauer staying with the play. She scores. It's 41-28. But we're down to 2:16 to go in the game. Bosler left-handed dribble across the timeline. Guarded by Keely Langford. The Bee Diggers are playing solid defensively. Then the bounce pass to Velder in front of the Akron bench on the right wing. Left-handed dribble straight away now to Kessinger. Kessinger guarded by Bailey Link. Kessinger spins, lost control of the basketball. It's on the floor, and we have a whistle. Well, Brush can't call a timeout there. They didn't have control of it. Nope, no, it wasn't a timeout, just a possession arrow in Brush's direction. That's a quick jump ball. And the Bee Diggers will have it with 1:57 to go, and now they're going to call a full timeout. 41-28 Akron on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It'll be Bee Digger basketball trailing 41-28, 1:57 to go in this game from Akron. The Bee Diggers will fall to 1-1. Akron will move to 1-1. Here is Cashlin Tatalini. Jump pass right wing to Grauer. Takes a long three, and that's short. And the ball is out of bounds. That is knocked out of bounds by Cashlin Tatalini. And the Rams will have it. The Bee Diggers will apply the pressure, but, man, I hope they don't play the foul game. Just play good defense. Don't play the foul game and extend this for another 10 or 15 minutes with 1:48 to go. Kessinger tries to lob it in. 5-second violation. That's the way you play defense. And, we had a timeout prior to that. Timeout was called prior to that. Well, the back official saw it, and the timeout was called. We'll keep it right here. Your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas, High Plains Bank. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. Full timeout for the Rams. They've got a secure lead here. Again, we hope 7:45 would be the start time for the boys at the latest. Get us out of here by 9:15. Just an estimate. The Bee Diggers have Carly and Cashlin Tatalini, Kinsey Grauer, Keely Langford, and Bailey Link. Kyla Pockner, Addie Kessinger, Quincy Bosler, along with Janessa Shook and Kendall Velder for Akron. Backcourt, Kessinger to throw it in. Baseball pass towards Bosler, and the ball is loose in the front court, and I think it went off Bosler out of bounds. It did. Off her leg, defended very well there by Langford. Almost looked like a receiver and a defensive back on an incomplete pass. I don't know why Akron's applying the pressure in the backcourt. They've got the lead. They should just let Brush come into the front court and then defend there. Don't expend that energy. Left wing Langford takes a long three, and that's not even close. Way off to the left. Rebound number 20 for Kessinger. Lob in the backcourt. Here is Kyla Pockner. Swings it back out to Bosler. Bounce pass front court to Shook. Here is Kessinger, 2-on-1. Lobs it cross court to Velder. Lost control, and it's into the hands of Bailey Link. That is turnover number 20 for Akron. Then Link travels. Bee Diggers now have 15 turnovers, 1:16 to go in the game. 41-28. Kessinger to throw it in. 3/4 court. There's the lob near midcourt, taken by Bosler. Then she has the ball wrestled away by Langford, and then I think she was fouled. Let's see what the call is. The officials will convene. But it was clearly intercepted. And then she was fouled. So another turnover for Akron. And I think it was Bosler who committed her third. It was. Rams with 7 turnovers in the quarter. Double bonus here for Keely Langford. She's 1 out of 2 from the line. That's her only point of the game. She can make this an 11-point game with 2 made free throws. And she misses the first, in and out. Number 2 is coming up. The Bee Diggers have scored fewer points than minutes played in this game. 28 points, and we've got 1:13 to go. Second free throw. Good. Here is Janessa Shook. She's fouled in the backcourt by Carly Tatalini or Grauer. Both were there. We're going to say Grauer. That's her fourth. Amaya Bruno will check in. 41-29. And now we'll have the 1-1 here for Shook. Off the 18th foul. Shook has got 7 points in the game. Free throw is up and in. The lead is back up to 13, 42-29. Bruno is out. Carly Tatalini is in. Free throw number 2 with 71 seconds to go. Bending, shooting, missing off the bottom of the rim. Kessinger nearly had the rebound. It's taken over there by Velder, though. Her first rebound of the game. So Akron resets. Here's Janessa Shook nearly falling, picks it back up and gets it to Pochner. Pochner then is she fouled? Yeah. And there's a foul there. Foul committed by Carly Tatalini. That's going to be her 5th. She is disqualified without scoring in this game. Yeah, you got to take it easy on the officials here. All right, it's getting a little bit chippy, and Brush has not played well. This is not the officials. The Brush has played a poor game here offensively. They played well defensively, and nothing drives me more crazy than just barking at officials when you're not a fan. When you are a fan, I should say. And now the free throw to be taken here by Kyla Pochner. She has not scored in the game. Free throw is up and in. The left-handed free throw. The lead is now 14, 43-29. 58.5 seconds to go. That one's up, and that one barely got to the rim. Kessinger goes for the rebound. That's her 21st, and kicks it back out. Well, at this point, don't foul. Just play hard defense. No reason to foul. Here's Janessa Shook. Shook with a dribble. The B-Diggers don't swat at that ball. Just play defense. Back out near the timeline to Kessinger. 39 seconds to go. That's good hard defense there for Brush. Here is Shook now with 35. Hands it off. Don't reach in if you're the B-Diggers. Do it with your feet, not your hands. Janessa Shook working off a pick near the timeline. That's a foul by Langford. Yeah, she just threw her body into her there. And Keeley has committed her 3rd. And this will be the double bonus for Janessa Shook. Shook has scored 8 points in the game. This free throw is up and perfect. (44-29) Akron, 27.2 seconds to go. Second free throw is perfect. And here come the B-Diggers, perhaps with their final possession. Langford the other way. Dribbles to her right. Near the timeline to Grauer. Grauer left-handed dribble. Dribbles by 2. Jump pass went over Bailey Link out of bounds. Brush has only committed 16 turnovers, and that's not terrible. The problem is the offense. 15 seconds to go. The B-Diggers will just back up. And Akron should be able to dribble out the clock. We're down to 9. Kessinger looks up at the clock. No reason to play too tight a defense if you're Brush with 3 seconds to go. And the Akron Rams will win this game 45-29. Yep, it was too easy for Akron in the second half, outscoring the B-Diggers 23-15 after a 22-14 first half. Doesn't look that bad when you break it down, but they clearly had firm control in this basketball game tonight. We will take a break and we'll come back with a post-game show. The final score, Akron 45, Brush 29. It'll be an extended break. Okay, I understand the start time now is going to be 7:52. Wow. 7:52 for the start time. And in fact, we'll keep it right here for just a second before we take this extended break to buy us some time. A lot of times they settle for 10 minutes in between games, but this will be the full 15. So that's the situation here from Akron High School, with the Akron girls winning 45-29. We'll take a break on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. All right, the B-Diggers lose the game here 45-29. will maneuver this headset for head coach Anthony Wilson. I think we got that worked out, Coach. We'll go through the line score here coming up momentarily, and we'll pull up the headset here for Coach Wilson. I tell you what, Coach, you knew that you had to contend with this Addie Kessinger, the big girl for Akron, and it's just tough. An interior game offensively was going to be very difficult to establish. She's got so much length. Tonight she had 12 points and 21 rebounds. There's no doubt the issues were not defensively for your team. They played hard defensively. What do you make of what happened offensively? It's only game 2, though.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that we need to shore up. I mean, they exposed us tonight. We weren't good against a 2-3.
Right.
We only scored like 30-some points or 20-some points. I can't even remember what it was, but it was bad, whatever it was. And we gave up way too many offensive rebounds, especially down the stretch. When you're trying to fight back into the game, you gotta get your body on somebody and get boards. And we continued to give them offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
Yeah, 45-29, the final score. 37 rebounds unofficially for Akron and 24 for Brush. So is it just about forgetting about this game and knowing that I guess it's good to be exposed early in the season because you have lots to work on with 20-some-odd games to go. And Brush has done this before. Maybe not played a game like this early, but now you know what you have to work on if you didn't know it already.
Yeah, and we did. My first year against Weld Central, we came out and played a zone and got whooped. Only scored like 25 points and was a pretty embarrassing performance. And tonight was similar to that game in a lot of ways. We didn't work very hard on either end of the court. We didn't play team basketball on the offensive end of the court. We didn't punch the ball into the paint. We didn't get the ball into the paint, and when we did, we just ducked between our tails and couldn't figure out how to get it out of there without getting tied up. So
is it more of a mental thing right now? Do you? I mean, obviously you have to execute physically, but when you're not getting to the rack, is that partially mental? Because they saw this big girl, and I don't know if they were intimidated by her because there were very few opportunities that Brush took advantage of to go to the rack.
Yeah, and I think that is a normal thing for young girls to see and to be intimidated by the first time. And I think they absolutely were. Mentally, we weren't prepared. I think they thought we were going to come in and walk over Akron because it's Akron and we're Brush. And we've kind of done that over the past couple seasons, and I think they got reminded that Akron was a top 5 program not that long ago.
Oh, without a doubt, and Brush is only 2 years removed from making it to the state quarterfinals. I mean, I know the personnel is different, but they know it's Brush. Were you surprised that this happened? Because you got off to a 7-2 start. It looked like typical Brush. Braylon Rule hits a 3, and you're playing Brush basketball for the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, and all of a sudden Akron started establishing momentum late in the first quarter, and I don't know if that caught your team off guard, but you got off to such a solid start. Your best stretch of the game was the first 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, and we just have to figure out a way to extend that stretch. We've been such a transition team these past 2 seasons that people are starting to just send people back immediately and eliminate transition, which can frustrate girls when you're used to playing transition basketball. And then graduating 3 seniors that were all state. Those things take a while to replace, and the leadership on and off the court. And like you said, we got off to a great start, and then they hit us in the mouth, and we weren't ready for that. We weren't mentally prepared for them to come back and hit us because we're used to hitting people in the mouth and then just running them over.
How essential, then, is this stretch? Because you only have 2 games remaining, I believe, from
3.
now to the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, right. You've got a week from today, you have Yuma, and Yuma's always, they're always pretty good. Fort Morgan obviously is down this year again, but you got a good test coming up in a week.
Yeah, and we have a good test on Saturday. We go down to Mitchell and play a big 4A school down in Colorado Springs, so we have to be ready for a road trip, and we have to put on a better performance than we put on tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt, and with 9 points in the first quarter, 5 in the second, 10 in the third, 5 in the fourth. Do you want to see a girl like that again for somebody like a big girl, so you know, because if you face Platte Valley's obviously got major experience, you're going to face a really tough test against them this season. And you know how solid the Patriot League is, so if you can get these tests out of the way now in non-conference play, it can prepare you for conference play.
Yeah, especially because University brought in another 6-footer. So they brought in a 6-foot freshman, which if you're allowed to recruit, those things become pretty easy. So yeah, I would love to see another 6-footer. I don't know that we have one before Christmas, and then after Christmas, before University, we don't have one either. So it'll be nice to see University. They look solid this year, and I think teams will start playing us 2-3, and we'll get some more experience against it. I know on Saturday they'll play 2-3 against us, and then we'll finally get to see some man against Yuma, and hopefully have a couple solid weeks and get into Christmas break surviving this schedule.
Finally, Coach, I know it can be a small dimension of the game, but it turned out to be a fairly big dimension here. 20 free throws for Akron, 8 for Brush, none in the first half for Brush. Just getting to the line, I'm sure, is something that you want to emphasize, especially if you're not shooting well, at least draw the fouls. And if you hit the free throws only 2 out of 8 tonight, that can certainly make things more competitive for your team.
Yeah, and I think there was a big factor of us not taking it into the paint. You can't get to the free throw line if you don't attack the rim. And we didn't attack the rim in the first half. And when we did, we got good looks. Bailey Link had a great move on the Kessinger girl.
Yeah.
And I think that if that would have happened a little bit earlier, I think they would have realized that, yeah, she's big, but inside the paint, she's not a great defender. And,
right.
and we could have exposed that tonight, but we decided to pass the ball around the wing and pass the ball to the other team. I think we ended with 25 or 30 turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. She did make a fantastic move. You just want to replicate that, and then all of a sudden you loosen up that defense. Hey, Coach, thanks for being with us tonight. Best of luck here on Saturday against Mitchell, and obviously we'll see you next Tuesday against Yuma.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That's Bee Digger head coach Anthony Wilson. The Bee Diggers go down to defeat tonight 45-29 to the Akron Rams, as the Rams got a 12.21 rebound performance from Addie Kessinger, 11 points in the game from Janessa Shook, 10 from Kendall Velder, 8 points from Quincy Bosler, and Kyla Packner with 1. The Bee Diggers had 9 points in the game from Braylon Rule, and those were really most in the first half, 7 in the first quarter, 7 in the game from Bailey Link. They got 5 points from Catherine Tatalini, 4 from Kinsey Grauer, Amaya Bruno with 3, and Keely Langford with 2. 21 of the 37 rebounds grabbed by Kessinger. The Bee Diggers with 24, 6 of those by Grauer. Bee Diggers unofficially with 16 turnovers, 21 for Akron. And at the free throw line, 55% for the Rams, 11 of 20. The Bee Diggers at 25%. They were just 2 out of 8 from the line. So thanks to Coach Wilson. He's always been very generous with his time, and certainly appreciate him coming up here after the game. A tough 16-point loss for the Brush Bee Diggers. Time for a break. The boys' game is coming up in just over 2 minutes. The final score: the Akron girls 45, the Brush Bee Diggers 29 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.